So we're just doing episodes?
Hmm?
We're just doing episodes?
Yeah, just doing episodes. Since
No news?
No news.
I got news.
Oh, you got news? We'll do news after.
Nah, I don't really have news.
Are you sure?
Well, the songs in the last episode
Yeah.
available to download for free,
Ooh.
like officially.
Ooh. Too bad. I think they were the two worst songs in the whole season. But...
What?
What?
What? The first one was good.
Okay, I'll give you the first one.
The second one was bleh. And just let the rainbow remind you that a crappy ass movie's coming out soon.
Why don't we save this discussion for a little bit?
Why don't we just make this the episode start?
Yeah, okay.
The episode started a while ago.
Yeah, we just started it. Hey,
yeah.
It's crazy. I know.
Yeah.
So welcome to New Lunar Radio, in media res, as it were.
What? Media res?
In media
Have you bought up?
res.
Have you bought up by a corporation in media res?
No.
No. So we're still with Stress Court.
Sure.
Okay.
I have no idea what you just said.
It's a reference to something.
I just went with it.
You never listened to Welcome to Night Vale?
No.
It's actually pretty good. You should look it up sometime. There's like 50 episodes.
Interesting.
And I think I might be getting a package in like a minute.
A package in 1 minute?
I don't know. I think I heard the delivery trucker out my window.
Is it delivering you goodies?
It is.
Like eggs made of chocolate with toys in them?
No.
Don't you wish that's what it would be delivering?
I wish, but instead I'm just getting season 3 of Game of Thrones. And yeah, it is. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Don't stop the recording.
I'm
Don't
not-
stop the recording. I'll be right back.
The recording continues. This is the best episode so far. I guarantee it. I guarantee you that as many people who listened to the last one, twice as many will listen to this one. AKA 2 times 0 is 0. It is definitely the the most vamping that I've had to do in a while. Well, Darkle is getting his season 3 DVD or maybe Blu-ray. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. DVD, Blu-ray, all that jazz. Game of Thrones. You do know what is in Game of Thrones. Lots of death. Lots of death. Game of Thrones spoilers. People die. People you care about die. Everybody dies. Sure is taking him forever. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
I shouldn't talk about it. You'll just have to listen to the episode to find out what I talked about.
I don't like to listen.
Yes.
I found a way. Why would I ever go back to listen to something I lived through? It's like taking notes for a class. You went to class. Why do you need the notes?
I found a way to make Darkle listen to the episode. Now I just have to hide things in every episode about him.
Nah.
That he doesn't know about.
Nah.
Nah.
I'll probably forget by the time you put it up in like a couple months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long's it been since the last time we recorded that I put up an episode? Yeah.
Last year?
No, not that long. Only a couple months. Only a month, maybe a week or two. I've been busy, man, like doing real life stuff.
Oh no, I understand.
Editing this show is hard. AKA,
You cut out the blank noises,
yeah,
and that's automatic.
almost.
You have to press a confirm box.
I do more than that. I cut out the empty spaces.
You put in the intro music.
Yeah, I cut out the beginning.
Wait, let's just put in intro music here. You know you want to.
No.
Mm.
No. The show is not that disjointed yet.
Not yet, but it would be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I
maybe.
kind of like this disjointed thing that we got going right now.
So the other thing that I do is I normalize the audio so there aren't really like lots of peaks and valleys. And I also save it as MP3 and then I put it on a video file so it can go on YouTube.
Ooh.
Ooh. And I do noise removal, like background noise removal. So it's very many steps.
Many steps.
Many, many steps.
Many steps.
So we have 3 episodes to talk about today, technically.
Technically.
One of them is a 2-parter and the season finale.
Mm.
But the first one is Equestria Games.
So what did you think of the episode?
What did I think of the episode?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was a Spike episode.
So it was pretty bad.
Let's just say the moral of the story is that when you get picked to do something important and then you get stage fright, don't worry about it because you will save people's lives someday. Quite literally.
Mm-hmm. He has mind powers, though.
What's that?
He has mind powers.
He does have mind powers. My freaking mind powers, man! Watch out, I'll set you on fire.
Oh, no.
So we'll do a quick run through. Try to just, keep it light and fun like the rest of this episode has been.
Yeah.
Mostly just so the episode isn't only 5 minutes long because, well...
What's wrong with 5-minute long episodes?
I don't know. Seeing as how since we're keeping the whole beginning part in, I kind of dropped the line on the whole, the whole thing. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I could fill out this time. Like I made a video based on one of the new songs.
Oh, yeah?
Would you like to watch it?
Would I like to watch it right now?
Why not?
I would rather do the episodes first, and then I can watch it at the end.
Fine.
So, the Equestria Games episode, the ponies from Ponyville, they're on their way. They're riding the train to the Crystal Empire.
They're always riding a train. Why don't they just teleport?
Because Twilight's the only one that can teleport. And
she can teleport everyone. She's done it. Dragon Crest. You know that's canon. Speaking of canon, you mind my random tangents?
No,
make it longer.
We don't have to pad the episode if we're gonna discuss the episodes themselves, man. But yes, go ahead.
But speaking of episodes, I'm sad that Community got canceled.
Don't worry, just watch Rick and Morty instead.
But I liked Community.
It's a better show.
I liked Community.
Rick and Morty is the better show.
I like Community.
Too bad.
Mm.
Rainbow Dash on the train. She's giving some words of wisdom, like, be winners. Except for her, she's setting the bar very low for her Fluttershy and bulk biceps.
Mm-hmm. They couldn't have found anyone else to replace bulk biceps.
Nope.
Like, really?
Nope.
Like, they couldn't put bulk biceps in the archery competition?
Nope.
What's wrong with that?
Scootaloo then has words of wisdom of, winners or not, they still have a chance to be awesome. And Rainbow Dash says, yeah, do your best, and win medals too.
Mm-hmm.
When the train gets to the Crystal Empire, Spike loads everybody's gear onto a wheel cart. A wheel cart, yes. And Apple Bloom starts to worry that they're not prepared for their flag carrying thing. So Spike says, all I do is count backwards from 10 when he gets nervous about completing a task. And while he's explaining this to the Crusaders, Spike is grabbed by 2 guards, and they run him over Yeah, they abduct him,
then the show is just a whodunit. Which would have been a better show.
Twilight. They deliver him to Twilight and Cadence in front of the palace, not inside yet. So Cadence is in this episode. What do you feel about that? How you feel about that?
It's amazing. Cadence is just Cadence all over to this episode.
Too bad she has like 2 lines and
I know
2 minutes.
She has more lines in the next one.
Yeah, she has more lines.
Singing part.
Yeah,
and that's good. All the best songs have her singing.
Twilight, the Crystal Ponies are treating Spike like royalty. Twilight and Cadence explain that because of Spike's role in saving the Empire from King Samra, he's recognized throughout the Empire as a hero and known as the Great and Honorable Spike the Brave and Glorious. He also has a statue. Cadence then asks Spike to light the torch during the Equestria Games opening ceremony, and he agrees, saying, I'll just use my fire breath because I'm a dragon. Dragon! So then we shift to the stadium. There's a gigantic crowd of ponies.
Mm-hmm.
And Shining Armor gives the thing and says, go do your thing in 2 minutes or something. Twilight goes up to her exclusive princess box seats. And there's, she's last because, well, she's slow.
For a big thing like this,
Mm-hmm.
you think they would have rehearsed it.
Yeah, you would think so. But, it was pretty last minute, right? It's not like they had...
They spent the whole season, end of last season, building it up.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely didn't have, there was definitely no time to, prepare Spike for this or anything like that. It had to be done right now.
Right. They couldn't have come a day early.
Nope. Got to come the day of, because that's when all the athletes and dignitaries show up to the Equestria Games, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Spike is being escorted by Miss Harshwini, who is explaining the procedure for lighting the game's torch. And, yeah, she's just like, wait for me to signal and light the damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Light it, because you're a dragon, and that's what dragons do.
Right. But
I'm a dragon racist.
But when Spike gets up there, he's got a little bit of stage fright. Cutie Mark Crusaders carry out their flag routine, and the Ponyville team enters the stadium. All of a sudden, Miss Harshwini's like, yo, do it. And Spike's like, and then Harshwini's like, do it anyways. And Spike's like, okay. He climbs up to the top, and his fire breath's not working. And he tries to count down from 10, but that doesn't work either. He's still too nervous. People in the crowd start to get worried, a little tense. Things are going wrong. Not like that's ever happened in an opening ceremonies for things before.
Mm-hmm.
And Twilight sees this and lights the torch for him from across the place. And the crowd cheers. Mrs. Harshwini's not quite sure how Spike pulled it off, but nonetheless, the games start. Woohoo!
Woo, games. That's totally the point of the episode.
And, then Spike says, that was weird. They must have had a backup. And then the games happened and the episode's over. And that was it. There's no conflict whatsoever. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Spike's got stuff. So outside... Spike's got stuff. Outside the stadium, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Applejack congratulate the Crusaders for their flag routine. Rarity and Applejack having sisters, and Rainbow Dash being that creepy older person.
Being an orphan.
Yeah, Scootaloo. Twilight meets with her friends without Spike being there yet, and admits that she lit the torch for him. And then Spike walks up, and Twilight is about to tell him the truth, but he's convinced that he can light fires with his mind. As we were discussing before, mind powers.
Yep, totally.
He tries to demonstrate his skill, and it doesn't work, obviously. I was so sure when I was watching that episode that Twilight was just going to make it worse and, light the piece of paper from afar.
Yep.
I was like, don't you do it, Twilight. You son of
Twilight totally should have done it. That's where the episode should have been gone.
Twilight takes Spike aside and tells him that she lit the fire for him. And thinking that he's let down all of Equestria, Spike walks away, pretty upset. Twilight and the rest of the main six return to the stadium in time for the aerial relay, Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy's event, of course. As they enter, Rarity is told by the security guards that she's got to have her magic disabled. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
It's to prevent cheating, supposedly.
Right. Supposedly.
So
how come they never used that magic nullifying machine before?
I don't know. Cause...
if they used it at season 2 finale or whatever, Camelot Wedding, that would have been different. Except not really. I guess they could use it on everyone but Shining Armor, who is maintaining the shield, and the guards. I don't even know.
What are you even talking about?
I don't even know anymore. When did they come up with this magic nullifying thing?
When they were writing this episode.
I guess.
Thanks, Dave Polsky. Magic nullification.
I'm gonna blame Emily Larson.
He wouldn't even write any episodes in this season.
I
don't care. As the aerial relay is taking place, Spike asks Miss Harshwinny if he can do anything else. Miss Harshwinny just, says, get the head out of here, kid. And she makes a sarcastic remark about putting on a rock concert, which gives Spike an idea. In the aerial relay, the Wonderbolts take gold and Ponyvilles take silver. It was kind of an anticlimactic race. Rainbow Dash being the ringer in that and all.
Mm-hmm.
She just couldn't beat Spitfire, so.
Oh no.
So when that happens, Shining Armor is about to signal the start of the anthem when Spike jumps in, eager to do the honor of singing. Unfortunately, since the Wonderbolts were the winners, the anthem that's being sung is the Cloudsdale anthem, which Spike doesn't know any of the words to.
Yep.
So Spike then, takes the spotlight. With everybody focused on him, he sings an awkward and lyrically inaccurate version of the Cloudsdale anthem.
I honestly had to skip past that part of the episode. It was just too painful.
You couldn't listen to it?
I couldn't listen to it. It was just too bad.
It was so funny.
It was just too bad.
Everybody hates it, except for Pinkie Pie, who screams, "Nailed it!" from in the background. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
It pretty much disarmed the whole situation. It was honestly the best part of the episode. So if you skipped it, you literally skipped the best part of this episode.
It was just too painful.
But that was the point.
I know it was.
Nailed it.
I skipped it to just before the end of the song. I saw the part.
You saw the nailed it part?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good then. Of course, this makes Spike even more embarrassed, so he just goes back to his hotel room for a month, I guess, because, if this is just to be an Olympics allegory, that's how long the Olympics take, so he stays in his hotel rooms for like a month. Way to go, Spike!
Right.
The Crusaders end up going back, and they find him packing up for their departure for the next day. And back at the stadium, Shining Armor announces the final event of the games, the ice archery. Why Shining Armor is the guy who announces everything, I don't know, but he is.
So what's the point of ice archery? Why not just archery?
Because you gotta freeze the whole target, man.
It's needlessly complicated.
Yeah, but it's magic. Ponies and stuff. And we find out the medal count. Ponyville, dinky little town at the bottom of a mountain of the castle, has 37 medals. And Cloudsdale, a cloud city floating in the sky,
That
moves, full of Pegasus that are good at everything. Not everything, maybe, but pretty athletic, I would have to say. They got 36, and nobody else has got none, supposedly. That or there are so few. Oh, also, North Korea was there, and they had 102. So,
North Korea definitely won it.
North Korea, winners of the Equestria Games.
Yep.
So, the thing is none of the Ponyville contenders are taking part in the ice archery event.
Which I don't understand.
But Cloudsdale has 2 archers taking part in the event. So everybody is concerned that they could in fact win the medal count.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight then goes to get Spike because, hey, it's like that time you were on vacation and you didn't want to leave your hotel room because you didn't like the place that your parents took you because it was a dumb theme park that sucked, that had rides that you couldn't ride.
It did suck.
And then
I was too tall for the rides.
And your mom and dad were like, you can't just stay in the hotel room. We spent all this perfectly good money to come here. What are you doing? Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop your whining. Get out here and do it. Do it now.
Just do it.
He disguises himself and, just keeps he is pretty self-deprecating as they walk to the event.
Mm-hmm.
And during the ice archery event, one of the archers, messes up and accidentally shoots an ice arrow into the sky. And the ice arrow turns a cloud into a large mass of ice that starts to fall towards the stadium. something that you would think that a Pegasus would be able to deal with by not having clouds above the arena.
What?
A number of Pegasi fly up and to slow it down, but they're unable to get it away from the crowd. And the security guards don't have time to undo their magic disabling spell. Oh no, nobody has any magic except for probably Twilight, who we didn't see going through the machine, and is an alicorn.
And could probably just hold that up while they do something.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight could have been the hero.
Springing into action, though, Spike. He jumps on the back of several Pegasi, and shoots the ice from below with tremendous fire, melting it to water and steam. And the crowd, of course, cheers. And all Spike's friends are like, "Good job, Dragon, with your fire breath." Spike doesn't feel too proud of himself because he just did what he felt needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight then understands and gives a very poignant message. Hey, if you're beating yourself up, there's only one person that you got to blame, and that's yourself. So Cadence comes in with her third line of the whole episode. It says, "Hey, yo, you can light the fireworks for the closing ceremony." And, yep, they won. Everybody wins. Danny wins. John wins.
Hooray.
Aaron wins. Everybody wins. Because, in the end, Ponyville won. North Korea won the medal count, but Ponyville got second. And that's good enough for Ponyville.
Mm-hmm.
Great. That was the Equestria Games episode. Sweet. What'd you think of that episode?
Spike episode. You know how those go.
Yeah, it was pretty spiky.
Yep. I'm salty about the amount of Spike in the episode.
Like, so much that you would spike your drink with salt?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So now we have the season finale. Two parts. Season finale.
Dose.
Spike's Kingdom. Wait, I meant to say Twilight's Kingdom.
It might as well be Spike's Kingdom.
Might as well.
Roar.
So this episode's, they just got it all. They got Discord, they got new villain, they got songs, they got princesses, they got dignitaries from foreign lands, all that stuff.
Yes.
Of course, having spent most of the season in the Crystal Empire, it makes as much sense as ever that they're just back there again,
just everything needs to be in the Crystal Empire. I think that the whole series should just be in Crystal Empire now.
Crystal Empire stories.
Yes.
Nice.
Or maybe just make a spin-off show. It's just about Cadence and the Crystal Empire.
My Little Cadence. Friendship is Crystal Empire.
My little Crystal Empire. Cadence's best phone.
Yeah, sure. That'll work.
I don't know if anybody made an image of that yet.
You could make it.
My Little Crystal Empire. No.
Well,
no.
Now you know what you have to do.
Nah, too lazy.
Yeah, I figured as much.
But I did find a quote-unquote wallpaper.
Yeah.
That's like the worst thing ever. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just lazily edited.
Does it have like a bunch of lens flares on it?
No, it's not even. Is this like...
What is it?
No joke. I couldn't find a better version of this. This is called a wallpaper.
A wallpaper. We're going to take a look at this. Welcome to the Crystal Empire. It is tiny.
It's so small. I can't find a bigger resolution on this site. Like what?
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
We're just going to close that and continue on with the episode recap.
Yep. We haven't really started the episode. I actually have.
Yeah. We're in Crystal Empire.
Yes.
Twilight
Empire.
Twilight is there to welcome the Duke and Duchess of Meritonia. Meritonia. Okay. Twilight is delighted that her friends are accompanying her because it's pretty boring being a princess figurehead that smiles
with
and waves.
no responsibility.
Yeah. Here, be a princess with no responsibility, just like Queen Elizabeth and Princess Diana and the other princes and princesses of the UK.
That sounds like it could be a plot point of some sort.
Potentially. Of course, she's feeling pretty bad because all she's there to do is smile, wave, and unveil a royal banner. They say that dignitaries come, they talk to the other 3 princesses about something important, or at least what they feel is important, and then they leave. And Twilight's like, yo, dogs, can I help you do with anything else? And Cadence is like, they've already gone. You suck, Twilight.
Oh, no.
And then they sing a song.
Amazing song.
It's, You'll Play Your Part. Is it amazing because it has Cadence singing in it? We'll never know.
Because it has Kane singing in it, and it's an amazing song.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song.
It's a really good song. Also, a fun little tidbit on that song.
Yeah.
The top, if you look for You'll Play Your Part, the top video of it, let me just make sure that this is still true as we're recording it. But the top video of it, about 2 minutes and 55 seconds in, or 150, I think it's 145. There's a little subliminal message about Arm & Hammer.
Arm & Hammer?
Like, no joke. Here, let me show you a time-stop video of right before it does it. Because there's only like 2 seconds you have to watch this time.
I understand.
Okay.
I hold on.
With 59,000 views. And it has that in there.
Wow. That was Arm & Hammery.
Yep.
Nice.
And it's amazing. I assume you didn't respond to me because it's such an amazing song.
Yeah. Or you could just go on Hub World and watch the episode. It's pretty much right at the beginning.
Pretty much.
So we then shift to elsewhere in Equestria, where a unicorn stallion is walking through an alleyway, and then he's encounters an individual in a cloak. Spooky. The cloaked person, pony thing, introduces himself as Lord Tirek and says he's going to take all your magic. And he pretty much takes all the magic out of the unicorn. The unicorn's eyes lose their color and his cutie mark vanishes. So we now know that cutie marks are directly related to magic.
Yes. Maybe.
Possibly. Back at the Crystal Empire, Princess Celestia wakes up from her sleep. And Luna comes in to check on her. And we find out that Celestia saw this, thinks it's a dream. Luna's like, ain't no dream. This is a premonition.
What?
And they get out of bed and call upon Cadence to tell Twilight the history of Tirek. Originally, he and his brother Scorpan came to Equestria from a faraway land with the intent of stealing equestrian magic. However, Scorpan came to appreciate the pony's ways and even befriended a young unicorn wizard, a.k.a. Star Swirl the Bearded, if we are to believe the little animation that happens while we're watching the story.
Why wouldn't you believe an animation they called Star Swirl the Bearded young?
Sure. He asked his brother, Tirek, to abandon their plan, and when he refused, Scorpan, betrayed him and told the princesses that Tirek was up to no good. Scorpion then left, instead of making sure that his brother didn't do no good, like a good brother should.
Right.
And Tirek was sentenced to prison in Tartarus for his crimes of plotting against princesses. Celestia and Luna think that he must have escaped when Cerberus last abandoned his gates, which was all the way back in season 2.
Yep. So most of the show has been going on.
Yep. It's the episode when Twilight traveled through time.
Wait, it was?
Yep.
Oh.
That was because that's when Twilight was dealing with all kinds of crazy shit going on around Ponyville that made her
right.
do something.
I
forget.
I remember now.
Yeah. Celestia then says, we gotta fix this, but there's only one person that can help us now. It's Discord.
Oh no, not Discord.
We finally get to the part of the payoff where why we tried to even make him a friend, because he's a valuable ally.
Right.
So on and so forth.
So he's going to just be good and just use his Discord powers, and then bam, episode over. Right.
Yep. That's totally what's happening. And then the second episode is just stuff. Anyways.
Stuff.
Yep. So Twilight goes back to Ponyville, tells her friends about Celestia's decision, and pretty much says, hey, yo, we got to deal with this, because, well, that's what Celestia said to do. So Twilight then decides to go to the castle of the Royal Pony Sisters, another heavily fixtured thing in this season, not this series. And her friends come with her. On the way to the castle, the ponies recall having to give up their elements of harmony to the Tree of Harmony so it wouldn't die. And Discord arrives after reading some of the main 6 entries in their friendship journal.
I can't believe they all use the same journal.
They did.
I mean, how do they know that the other people, the ponies just didn't go through their entries? There's no element of trust.
Well, you'd have to think that nothing that really happened was like a secret. It's not a diary. It's a journal. It's different. Yes, it is different. A journal is supposed to just recount what happened for everybody to see and know. A diary is your innermost thoughts and feelings.
I guess.
Discord recounts, why haven't you opened the chest? Suggesting that maybe something inside could help them against Tyrek. Or no, not against Tyrek, if it would prove Twilight's worth as a princess.
Ooh.
Before he leaves, he returns the friendship journal to Twilight and tells her that he bookmarked some of the more interesting passages. And Twilight takes Discord's words to heart and begins searching the old castle library for a means of opening the chest. Because if you remember, she already said that there was nothing in Ponyville that led her to believe. Nothing in Ponyville that answered how to open the chest. So, on to the old castle library.
Because that's where they just go to hang out now.
Yep, pretty much. It's the hangout spot.
Pretty much. So
T-Rex still absorbing Unicorn's magics, and Discord appears in front of him and binds him in chains, doing his job. T-Rex is disgusted to discover that Discord is acting on behalf of ponies, saying that friendship is but a new form of imprisonment, and proposes Discord an alliance and offers him something better than friendship. Freedom. Freedom isn't free, Discord. What? Discord ponders this as he thinks of his dear friend Fluttershy. Back at the castle, Twilight's reading through the friendship journal and starts reading the sections that Discord bookmarked and discovers a pattern. She recalls all the times when there was rainbow flashes in the past episodes. When,
of course, the rainbow flashes weren't obvious to them. I don't think they ever talked about it. Of course, they're kind of blind to things, aren't they? Like back in the Return of Harmony, was it, where they just all turned gray and no one noticed?
Yep, pretty much. Yep.
What are you doing gray? No.
They might be colorblind.
Are ponies colorblind?
I don't know.
Kind of makes sense with Rarity then. That does explain a bit.
She recounts, Applejack revealing the Fim-Fam brothers' deceptions, Fluttershy showing the Breezies the ultimate kindness of being harsh, Rarity enduring Suri's schemes, Rainbow Dash choosing to fly with Ponyville instead of the Wonderbolts, and Pinkie Pie overcoming her own pride as a party planner. Each of them face a situation and make a choice relating to their element of harmony, and the ponies affected by their choice gave them a gift. Twilight believes their gifts are connected to the location of the chest's keys. The ponies bring the objects: the spool of rainbow thread, the Wonderbolt's pin, Starbreeze's flower, the gold bit, and cheese sandwich rubber chicken boneless. They bring them to the chest, but Twilight, she doesn't see anything going on with them. And Pinkie is angry at Boneless and throws him at the chest. A bright light turns him into a key. Rest in peace, Boneless.
We hardly even knew you.
You were a rubber chicken, and now
you had no bones.
And it puts itself into one of the keyholes. Twilight's friends bring the rest of the gifts close to the chest, and each one becomes a key. But there's still one key missing, Twilight. And before they figure out where the final key could be, Spike belches out a letter for Twilight, telling her to go to Canterlot immediately. Twilight flies to Canterlot in the matter of hours, or less, minutes maybe even.
Maybe she just teleported.
Maybe. It shows her flying, though.
Teleport flying.
That's
like kind of warp drive where she doesn't move, but the universe moves around her.
Alright, Futurama, man.
It was Star Trek.
Futurama.
Star Trek.
All of the above.
Because John Delancey, it has to be Star Trek.
Okay. Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, and Princess Cadence are there and inform her that Tyrek has gained enough magic through the help of Discord that they can now steal the magic of Pegasi, and we finally come to figure out what we've already kind of known for the entirety of the series, and that Earth ponies do have magic.
Yeah, but now it just confirms it.
They do have magic, the magic of strength, to till the land.
Yep, it's nice to have confirmations, though.
Yes. So, the princesses surmise that Tyrek will go after Alicorn magic next, since he's gobbling up all the magic in the land, and once he has it, he'll be quote-unquote unstoppable. However, Celestia has a solution. The princesses must rid themselves of their magic before Tyrek has a chance to steal it. To be continued!
That's kind of a crap plan.
Yeah, put all your eggs in one basket, and then hide the basket?
Yeah.
In plain sight, as we'll find out
They might
later.
As well give all their money to Enron.
I also like that when it originally aired, it was originally aired both parts, one right after another, yet they leave it on the cliffhanger of the princesses must rid themselves of their magic.
They also did that for Canterlot Wedding.
I know, but still.
Although Demon Portal to Hell was kind of more jarring.
So we'll just roll.
To be continued, New Lunar Radio.
To be continued. Bum, 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 bum. Should we add an artificial week? No, I don't think so.
Sure, we're done.
No.
And we're back.
Yes.
Hey.
There's an interesting anecdote here that I found about this episode, but I'll share it here in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we come back. Princess Luna explains that Twilight Sparkle that they must give up their magic before Tyrek comes to steal it. Of course, we're just kind of recapping what Celestia already said. Twilight is, of course, more than willing to sacrifice her magic because she hasn't really used it yet for anything, so, who fuck cares? Luna elaborates, though, that their magic can't disappear into thin air. Somebody has to have it. Somebody has to keep it safe. And Celestia says...
What if they die? Wouldn't that make it disappear into thin air?
I don't know. Maybe they should all just jump off the roof.
They should have just done that. Like, we can't protect the kingdom anyways. Seppuku.
So, they decide to give their magic to Twilight because they believe Tyrek doesn't know that there's a fourth princess of Equestria. But they also know, and I'm just going to go into this now before we actually get to it in the episode. They know that Discord is working with him. Mm-hmm. They know that he has no loyalty, and that they know that he knows that she's a princess.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the fact that in their throne room, they have stained glass windows recounting the entire history of Equestria.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a great plan. Sounds like you need to be ousted from leadership, Celestia, because you are the dumbest leader I've ever known.
Well, she's not the princess of smarts. They don't have one of those.
Anyways, Celestia says you got to keep this a secret from everybody. Slightly impossible, as we'll find out, as it'll put them at great risk, the people that she hides it from. Twilight accepts the task, and they transfer her magic to her. Discord senses this, but apparently pays no mind to it, though I think he definitely internalizes it and figures it out later. Twilight heads home in the middle of the night, wakes up Spike, and she's doing some little magical twitches. Twitch. She's like doing magical things without her being able to control it.
Mm-hmm.
Spike says, sun's not up yet, so I'm not up yet. Twilight then realizes that the sun should have been put up, and that she's the only one with the power to do it. So, oops.
Oh no.
So she uses her magic to put away the moon, sillily, and cause the sun to come up pretty sillily. It shakes all around and stuff.
It intensified.
Yes. Back in Canner Lot, Discord and Tirek find Shining Armor, because we just had to stick him in there somewhere. Shining Armor, of course, labeling Discord as a traitor, and Tirek absorbs his magic and says, "Discord, you can go have some fun," while he makes his way into the throne room. Tirek finds Celestia, Luna, and Cadence, and finds out they got no magic. Back in Ponyville, Twilight struggles to get used to the new power that she possesses, while also keeping it hidden from her friends. And after blowing her door off of the library, more to come on that.
Mm-hmm.
And flying really fast past Rainbow Dash, she tells her friends to keep all the ponies in Ponyville indoors and heads back to the castle of the Royal Pony Sisters. So Tirek is definitely pissed off that Celestia, Luna, and Cadence don't have any magic for him to absorb, and banishes them to Tartarus.
They couldn't have hid themselves to make that process longer.
Nope, they just sat there and waited. As a sign of gratitude and loyalty to Discord, Tirek gives him a medallion that was given to him by someone very close. And Tirek sees a stained glass window depicting Princess Twilight, and realizes that there's a fourth princess living in Equestria. He asks Discord where she is, and Discord points out the direction of Ponyville. After Twilight's friends secure the other ponies' safety, Discord appears before them and imprisons them in a cage. So
What?
Twilight messed up. If they'd just come with her, they would have been safe. But nope, left them behind to die. Selfish princess she is. Fluttershy is of course upset by her friend's betrayal, and with them all in one place, Tirek absorbs their magic and grows even more powerful because they're like a stage above the rest of the ponies because they got special magic in them or something.
Right.
Discord is really excited that they're gonna rule Equestria together, but Tirek, damn your inevitable betrayal, as it were. Tirek says Discord is no longer of use to him and steals his magic too.
Can't believe you got the quote wrong. Damn your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yeah, sorry. The browncoats will crucify me for this, but I'm like a leaf on the wind.
I'm a leaf on the wind. I'm a leaf on the wind. What does that even mean?
Discord is, of course, upset. Back at the castle, Twilight continues practicing her new powers and, teleporting all over the place. And Tirek appears and demands her magic. Twilight desperately avoids him in the process. The Golden Oak Library is completely destroyed. No! She saves Owlicious, though. But she doesn't save the bees. The bees are dead, man. The bees are dead.
I can't believe you did that.
The bees are dead. Oh no, not the bees! Poor bees. Remember the bees.
They're bees.
So they have then what I can only describe as somebody who, Megan McCarthy went through a little DBZ marathon while she was writing the script for this part, I think, because it's totally just pulled straight from DBZ. Energy blasts going off all over the place, throwing people through mountains, and unfortunately, we get to my little snippet here that I found. Megan McCarthy wrote on Twitter that her favorite note from season 4 is that they could not show Twilight punch Tirek in the face.
Why not?
I don't know. They should have. They should have just done it. And what that tells me is, since it was a note, that it was at least in the script. Which is great. And I won't even use the excuse of it's a show for little girls because Powerpuff Girls, there was all kinds of face punching going on in that. So, Tyrek comes and brings in her friends and offers a trade. Her magic for her friend's release. Despite her friend's protests, why does that always happen? They're willing to sacrifice their life for her, to give her more time to figure out how to beat him, with her alicorn. I'm sure if she had more time to practice, she would be fine. Like, she'd be able to, blink off to some faraway land and come back a guru of magic and beat his ass. Nope. She's like, I'm going to give up my powers for my friends. Including Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So Discord then repentant. Tyrek steals the magic. He grows like 2 stories tall, and Discord, repentant of his actions, gives Twilight the medallion given to him by Tyrek, which was from Tyrek's brother. I didn't mention that earlier, but whatever. As a sign of true friendship. They think this is pretty much the final key that they need, and they head back to the chest at the Tree of Harmony. Tyrek just not even noticing that they even ran away somehow.
Yep. I might as well just let them do what they want. They got no magics.
So Twilight and their friends head back to the chest, and Twilight's medallion turns into the last key. And before Tyrek discovers and stops them, the 6 friends turn all the keys at the same time. And the top of the chest opens, releasing a rainbow-colored blast of power that showers them in light, and the ponies are transformed and given rainbow-marked coats, manes, and tails, and they confront Tyrek, who is unable to overpower their magic.
Well, you see, they were rolling around at the speed of sound. They got places to go. Got to follow the rainbow.
That's right. You got to follow that rainbow. And buy the new toys. Now in stores. By Hasbro. Rainbow Power Ponies. Rainbows! So they strip him of his power, lock him back into Taurus, and deliver the powers back all over Equestria. Now this brings up an interesting fact. What if they got the power distributions wrong? What if all of a sudden Derpy had super flying powers and Shining Armor had no magical defense powers?
Mm-hmm.
What if Lyra had no magic anymore and Bon Bon could play the harp like a motherfucker?
Damn.
This would be epic craziness, and I anticipate to see a fanfic within the end of the week.
It's probably already up.
I know. I haven't even looked. But
I don't want to.
I don't want to either. I don't really care all that much. So then they go back to the Tree of Harmony, and the Deus Ex Machina, the chest, launches towards Ponyville, where it sinks into the ground, and a great castle arises where the chest had landed.
Crystal Castle.
It is very crystally, but it also looks like a tree.
In the middle of a town that prides itself on its Earth 20 traditions.
You got it.
That. Tree of Harmony's kind of a dick.
That's right. Twilight and her friends, they go back to the castle, and they wonder where it is, whose it is, as their rainbow power wears off. Now, my next question is are they going to be able to enable these rainbow powers on demand? I hope so. Because then that leads to a whole bunch of other story arcs about misuse of power. I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Dash using it to win a race.
They probably don't keep it.
Applejack using it to stuff. Apples.
Using it to stuff.
Rarity using it to be smug. Pinkie Pie using it to plan the craziest party ever. 3 parties at once. As they go through the corridors, Twilight finally understands her role as princess, and it's to spread the magic of friendship across Equestria. And Princess Celestia designates her the Princess of Friendship.
Would Princess Celestia win a Princess Equestria competition?
What's that?
Would Princess Celestia win a Princess Equestria competition?
I don't know. Maybe. In the castle's throne room, there are 7 thrones. 1 for Twilight and her friends, and Spike. There's a little mini throne for Spike. Discord does not get a throne, even though he is their friend. Because he literally betrayed them, 10 minutes ago, so.
Yeah.
Turncoat faster than you can turn coats.
Brown coats?
Yeah. So they come out of the castle, and Twilight invites all of Ponyville inside to see the new castle while they sing a song, and a rainbow shoots across Equestria, everybody accepts Discord, and he gives Princess Celestia a bouquet of flowers, finally giving credence to all those stupid fanfics that Princess Celestia and Discord were lovers before he was banished.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of the series. Let the rainbow remind you that together we will always shine.
Yep. And that's the episode?
What's that?
And that's the episode?
That's the end of the episode.
Okay.
And the end of the season.
I'd like to point out that this episode, Twilight, not the element of magic.
What? What is she?
Well, no. Let me put my reasoning down before you discredit me here and make me.
I'm not.
Let me say what my reasoning is before.
Yeah.
All right. So you got Twilight, the study hard magic user. But if magic was her element, why would she need to study it so hard? Did Applejack have to study honesty? Did Pinkie Pie have to study laughter? Did Fluttershy have to study kindness before being kind? No, it's the element. They just were. But you see throughout the season where Twilight struggles with magic or doesn't do magic where she could have. Like Canterlot Wedding, when Shining Armor failed the shield. Twilight could have been, wait, I'm the element of magic. I can do that myself. I know magic. Boom. She was unable to do that magic. Also, next episode's Crystal Empire, Cadence was growing tired and like Twilight was like, I could help you, or I'm just gonna go run around. She could have just taken over, like, here, Cadence, take a nap. Take a nap while I do this magic thing. But she couldn't. So it's just there's a bunch of times.
So and I'm just gonna come back and throw an alternate theory against these. What if she's the element of a specific type of magic?
No.
The magic of friendship.
Damn it, that's where I was going, you bastard! Sure, I didn't want you to say it because that's where I was going with this.
Sorry.
Because in the first two-parter episodes of the series, she doesn't go, and then I did magic and that's where my element came from. No, it's the element of friendship.
Right.
Right, and because she now has all these friends, she's in her element of friendship that she didn't know she could do before because she was too busy studying for that magic crap.
That's right.
And once she was in friendship zone, she was in her element. And this new episode, the Twi'lek necklace thing, I forget who the name.
What?
The Twi'lek Discord necklace thing that turns into a key.
Yeah.
That was after she redeemed Discord through friendship. It's like, no, he's my friend. She made a tough decision to save her friendship before her magic. She put her friendship to exchange for her magic.
This is true.
This is a hard decision of friendship, which all the other ponies had a hard decision of their own. Like, Apple's like, I can't be honest because I feel bad. And Pink is like, well, laughter, something. And throughout, like, it's hard to be generous, but I did it anyways. And Twilight found it hard to be a friend when she had to save all of Cressy, but she did it anyways, and she was in her element. And so her element is friendship, and as the show stupidly says in the title, friendship is magic. And that's why her element is not magic, but is falsely named so.
Huh. Interesting.
Tell me it doesn't make sense.
Oh, it totally makes sense.
Damn it.
I'm right there with you.
Okay, then.
So I think that brings us to the end, and I do have one little piece of news here to share with you at the very end.
The songs from the episode 2-part are available to download for free through Daniel Ingram.
That's one of the pieces of news. There's also another piece of news. Season 5 is confirmed.
For next year.
Now, if you remember back, Season 4 was confirmed for 2014. To start in 2014. But you do remember when it started. At the end of 2013.
Alright.
So,
I'm gonna expect a long hiatus anyway. But you know we got to break up the hiatus.
Rainbow Rocks!
Absolutely nothing.
Rainbow Rocks!
Absolutely nothing.
The rainbows be rockin', so don't come a-knockin'.
Damn, that's deep, yo.
Yeah, man. Alright, I think that's it. That's Season 4, everybody!
Yep, and now I get to go back to boring episodes of New Lunar Radio every week.
Oh, yeah!
Or
maybe we'll talk about things that aren't ponies.
What? You never ran that by me.
What? I never ran it by anybody, and I was just gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, me too. I was kind of just like, no pony news. Let's talk about something else.
That means I have to do other things.
I've got my work to fall back on.
Oh no. Oh no. All right, well, we better go learn how to do comedies or something.
Two milkmen go comedy?
Yes. Okay, everybody.
Actually, the phrase two milkmen go comedy is pretty relevant to this episode.
Yeah?
Yeah, it actually is.
That's crazy.
Because it's an anagram for Welcome to My Kingdom.
What?
And it's Twilight's Kingdom!
Twilight's Kingdom!
Boy!
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Alright, see you around.